No, he's gone up in my estimation. I thought he'd gone over to the other lot, you know, all middle-aged and stuff. Oh, hello, Ken. We were just talking about you.
Were you?
No, the way I heard it was that his lordship here and Dave Robbins and the other pal was dancing round Albert Tatlock and hitting him with wet lettuce leaves.
With nothing on but the birthday suits.
Oh, no, let's be fair. Ken did have his socks on.
Oh, psychedelic ones, though.
Yeah, they was all coloured, you know.
Excuse me. Excuse me. But would it suit you better if I came back tomorrow morning to buy my jar of chunky marmie?
Shall I serve him?
I think your battery's obviously in a very bad temper.
Yeah, I hadn't enough milk for my cornflakes and I ran out of marmie.
Chunky.
Chunky.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, just a minute, you're 2p short. 10.
Hey, Ken.
Yes.
It is true what they're all saying, though, isn't it?
You did buy Albert Tatlock a pair of clogs, didn't you?
And tell him to take a running jump at himself.
For your information, all I did was to defend the inalienable right of every Englishman to do as he darn well pleases within the confines of his own four walls, right?
Right.
Oh, right, sir.
Good.
Do you think that influenced the noises him and his musical mates perpetrate?
I'm blinking well sure it doesn't.
You know something? I think I feel sorry for Albert Tatlock.
Well, all I can say is when they was playing together the other night, even that bacon slicer started howling.
Blooming sauce. You'd have a bit of respect for me, any road. Wouldn't have done it if our Val had been alive. That's for sure. Walking it street like that for everybody to see. Not as if I were being unreasonable. But asking to make less noise, be a bit more quiet. Surely I were entitled to that.
Dad!
Heck. What do you want?
Well, one of these days you'll make me welcome when I call.
Yam turd, have you?
Heard?
I say yam turd.
Heard what?
No.
Hey, you're never all to do. You test the patience of a saint. Have I heard what?
That I were insulted in street yesterday, near enough outside my own front door, by my own nephew at that. Anyhow, my nephew-in-law.
Oh, is that all? Thought it was something important.
Yeah, well, it is important to me. Getting a dressing down like that in public when all they were doing was sticking up for my rights.
Well, I'm sure it was all a mistake, Dad.
It weren't a mistake. He did it deliberate. Picked his words very carefully, he did. And he were aided and abetted by Minnie Colwell.
Yes, Dad.
Look, I'm not standing for it.
No, Dad.
Oh, he'll have to apologise.
Oh, I'm sure he will, Dad.
Yes, and in front of them that were there when he insulted me. Hey, if you haven't heard, what are you here for?
Oh, I was just in the vicinity.
Oh, well, you've been in the vicinity 2 or 3 times this last week. You never bothered calling.
Well, I have today.
What for?
Well, I'd love a cup of tea.
Yeah, well, you're too late. I've just watched breakfast things up.
I called at that new cake shop, Catlow's in Victoria Street. They make a lovely almond slice.
Ah, did you buy some?
Oh, what do you think these are?
You like your tea fairly weak, don't you?
Please.
£2.50, that's all I've got left, and it's only flaming Monday. I'll tell you what, you'll have to wait the shopping week a bit shorter to make my money spin out. Hey, I've got news for you. We're late, both of us. My excuse is I've got a bit of a stiff neck, and what's yours?
Oh, you know what mine is, Elsie. It's as if fate has called a moratorium on my life, hopes and prospects.
By gum, that sounds awful. Murray, what did you say?
Moratorium, a suspension.
That's what I thought you said. Well, come on, are you fit?
I suppose it's inevitable, really.
What is?
The longer you know a person, the less, well, divine they're bound to become.
You reckon Ernie Bishop is divine? He's a fella, love.
The process of decay.
Yeah, they say women are funny.
The fallibility of human nature.
Not half as funny as men, not half as funny.
I was expecting too much.
Don't we all? Oh, come on, I'm getting as bad as you are.
I was so sure that we thought as one, viewed the world through the same eyes. And all the time we were strangers, our values so different.
Emily,
Yes.
For the last time, are you coming, or am I going to leave you sitting here like a broody hen? I can always send the girls across in relays with hot cups of tea, you know.
I'm sorry. I'm not myself. I'm not myself at all.
Hey! Do you reckon you'd have been better off if you hadn't got yourself involved with Ernie Bishop? Not got yourself involved with anybody? I know I would.
I used to think that getting involved was a state of grace, Elsie. I used to. Oh.
My word! Is this a record, I ask myself?
Is what a record?
Well, I know you think that punctuality is a rude word, but you've never been this late before. I'm just opening up for dinner time.
Keep your flipping voice down. Has she said anything?
No. She's out trying to buy an expensive dress cheap.
Oh, that's all right then. Well, I'll just give it a quick whip round today and make up for it tomorrow.
That's what you said yesterday and the day before.
Yeah, well, I'm nothing if not consistent.
Hey! There's something different about you.
Wondered when you'd notice.
Yes, you're all clean and shiny.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been. Having a bath.
All morning.
I just laid there soaking, like a human mop rag.
Ooh, what a gorgeous description.
Well, it's what all them toffs do, isn't it, have a bath every morning? Hey, I've heard as how Prince Charles has his bath run for him at Cranberry.
Cranwell.
Yeah, well, fancy.
Oh, baths are old-fashioned. Everybody's taking showers these days.
Ooh, you tell me somebody round here who's got a shower. Go on, I bet you can't.
Me. I've got a shower. Had one fixed a couple of months back. Oh, it saves you all that fag of filling the bath up.
Swank pot.
Ah, good morning, Mr. Bishop, sir. Your usual stiff lemonade, is it?
No, thank you, Betty.
Oh.
Emily wouldn't be around, would she?
Well, I mean, would she? It's only 11:30. No, she'll have her nose to a desktop across there.
Yeah, I was just wondering. She does come back for dinner, though, doesn't she?
Oh, did?
Did.
Before?
Before what?
Well, before she had this row with you. Oh, she's very unpredictable. She's avoiding, well, everybody.
I see.
I can give her a message if you like.
It's not exactly a message I want to give her, is it?
Pardon me for trying to help.
Oh, I'm sorry, Betty. I didn't mean to be so sharp, only I... Well, I'm at my wit's end, honest I am.
True love not running smooth and all that.
Why can't it run smooth? Why does it have to keep dotting you one in the eye all the time?
Keep you up to scratch, love. I thought everybody knew that.
Well, I was up to scratch. I was attentive, I was sincere, I was amorous from time to time.
What of it about? Amorousness.
Ah, yeah, well, I came to it late in life.
Oh.
No, what I wanted to do was to give Emily this.
Oh, isn't it lovely?
You know, I walked past the jewellers 24 times before I decided that was the one.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I could pass it on to her if you like.
No, it wouldn't be proper, would it?
No, it wouldn't, would it?
Oh, well, I'll just have to await an opportunity.
Yeah, time and tide. Time and tide. My Cyril says that. I haven't got a clue what follows on.
Waits for no man, Betty.
Waits for no man. Hiya, mate.
Oh,
Ernie, let me take a picture of yourself, will you?
Why?
You'll frighten yourself to death.
I heard that, Len Fairclough. You should be sympathising with him, you know, not pulling his leg.
If lovers' tips were all we had to worry about, life would be damn near perfect, isn't that right, Kelly?
That's not right, it's rubbish.
And so speaks the voice of the younger generation. You can always tell what they always want to argue.
A lover's tiff, as you call it, can be very upsetting, can't it, Betty?
Oh, it can that. Always remember catching my finger in the back door. I was having one of these little falling out do's with my Cyril. I did it deliberately, of course, to enjoy another kind of pain.
I always used to lie on the bed after I'd had a row with Val. One weekend I didn't get up for 48 hours.
So there you are, clever clothes. Trouble with you is you've got no heart to get broke.
Hey, Stanley, has anything ever happened to you like what we're talking about?
Just once.
Oh, go on, tell us.
Go on, we promise not to laugh. Uncle Len?
I make no promises, love.
Well, I promised, Stan.
Well, it wasn't exactly a tiff.
Ah, Stan, your voice has gone all soft and soggy.
I was only 13. I met this girl at Blackpool, and I was during the Oddfellows picnic. Went on the pleasure beach and swapped addresses and wrote to each other during the winter and arranged to meet the following summer. So one Saturday, gets on my bike and bikes over to Blackpool. You know what?
She never turned up.
No, she didn't. 3 hours in the flipping rain outside the tower, I were.
Oh, I think it's very sad.
I want to cry.
It's very touching, Stanley.
I think it's one of the saddest things that ever happened to me.
Stan, come here, I want a word with you.
No, that's not the saddest thing that ever happened to you.
What's up with them?
Oh, he's just making a joke, that's all.
Oh. I want a shower bath.
Eh?
I don't want a shower bath.
Where?
Well, not in the flaming coal hole, in the house.
Well, that wasn't bad, was it? Seeing I was very short of raw materials.
Very good.
You know, Dad, if you're ever asked, that's what you must put it down to.
Oh, stop talking in riddles.
Well, you see one in the paper nearly every day. So-and-so's lived to be 90 because he's never had a cross word with his wife.
Look, I'm not flipping 90.
No, I know you're not, but if you ever do get to be 90, you say it's because you've always had a good appetite.
Hey, tell me something.
I'll try.
You come in here at breakfast time and you're still here at dinner time. Why?
Well, I've tidied the house up for you a bit, haven't I? Done a bit of shopping for you too, and I made you dinner.
Why?
It's Norman.
What's Norman?
Oh, he's acting funny, Dad.
You're not acting funny as Norman.
There's no need for sarcasm.
I'm not being sarcastic, I'm telling you the truth. He's the funniest chap at Northern Union, is that fella. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't go out. If it weren't for that twitch he gets, you wouldn't know he were living.
That's just it, Dad. His twitch has gone.
Do you mean he's dead?
Oh, I mean he's never in the house. Out every night, and he went to the pictures last week and this.
What, Norman? I don't believe it.
And that's not all. When he came home last night, he'd been sucking mints. And you know what that means, don't you?
Yeah, he'd been drinking. You know what's up with him, don't you?
I wish I did.
He's got the 27-year itch.
Well, what's wrong with it?
Oh, come on, Elsie. You know damn well what's wrong with it.
I just put a bit too much water in the potato, that's all.
It's running off the plate.
Well, I managed to eat mine.
Well, I'm not going to eat it.
Oh, we'll soon settle that, won't we? There. I suppose you can manage to eat the sausage, can't you?
Yes, I can manage to eat
You
the
know,
sausage.
I'm not a miracle worker. I can't cook a 4-course lunch in the time I've got.
I don't expect a 4-course lunch.
Well, you obviously expect more than you get. Every time I put something in front of you, pull a long face.
Look, I'm just getting a bit tired of these interminable fry-ups,
Look,
that's all.
that's all I've got time for. I've only got an hour for lunch, you know.
So it's not your fault?
No, it's not my fault. What would you like me to do instead?
Well, how do I know?
Well, you must have some preference.
Look, I don't mind a fry-up.
Oh, I wish you'd make up your mind.
If you can make it interesting, just a little attractive,
How can you
know?
make a fry-up attractive? A fry-up's been a fry-up ever since Adam was a lad.
Well, you could use vegetables.
Vegetables?
Vegetables.
What do you suppose spuds are?
Oh, come on, Elsie. I mean peas and beans and carrots and sweet corn.
Sweet what?
Sweet corn.
Where am I supposed to get that from? This isn't the West End of London, you know, and I'm not a chef. I'm just a supervisor of a warehouse who is trying to help her husband get solvent. Sweet flaming corn.
I'm not saying I'm siding with Ken. I know him and his lot aren't exactly another cream.
Turn the flipping cream sour.
Look, they were just having a bit of fun, you know, trying to recapture lost youth.
Lost babyhood, you mean?
Oh, I'm sure he didn't mean what he said to you. He as good as told me that this morning.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for him to say it to me. And I'll tell you something else. This world would be a lot better place if everybody lived on separate little islands with nobody pestering nobody.
You having a pint, Albert? I'm in the church.
No, thank you. I feel like blue murder. If I got another drink, I might commit one.
He's not still on about Ken and his flipping orchestra, is he?
Ken and Beatty, evidently she's descended on him grizzly.
Oh, two grizzlies together.
Flaming women.
And you shut up about your Hilda and her shower.
Shower. I remember showers in the army. They all got past your navel, it was stone cold.
Oh, well, it would have a job to get past your navel. I mean, it's got to go right past your big fat belly.
Eh?
Mrs. Turpin, talking about navels and bellies to gentlemen customers.
It is a bit strong, you know, especially about Stanley's belly button. It's putting me off my beer.
Oh, well, it provoked me. I mean, this shower's very nice and very hygienic. As a matter of fact, it was me that suggested it to your Hilda.
You know what I'm a mind to do?
What?
Withdraw my custom.
Oh, that was a daft to be dehydrated be morning.
Oh, get the face fungus.
I'd like a little less of that, please. And I'd like 2 meat pies.
My Uncle Len's in the chair, aren't you, Uncle Len?
That's classified information.
I don't want a drink. I just want 2 meat pies, please.
Oh, are you in too much of a hurry to go on, then? Or do you prefer pies to Elsie's cooking? Very plain cook, as Elsie was, if I
Look, I'm
remember.
neither too late to go home for lunch, nor am I a renegade for my wife's cooking. I simply want 2 meat pies. All right, thank you, Lucille.
What's the matter with everybody
I
today?
know what's the matter with me. Our Hilda.
Hey, up. There's somebody else with the face on the shoe top. Miss Nugent, love, I've got a message for you.
Indeed?
Yes, it's a telephone message from Mr. Bishop.
I'm not interested in messages from Mr. Bishop, even if they arrived by cleft stick.
Oh, well, that's your business, but I promised to pass it on, love, and what I promised to do, I do. Anyway, he says, will you go round to his office as soon as possible?
Really?
Look, I'm not making it up, love. He said it's something to do with business.
Snaps his fingers and expects me to come running. Oh, we'll have to see, won't we? We'll just have to see.
You know, I'm not so sure doing favours for folk pays off.
Oh, well, you can do me a favour.
What?
Give our Hilda your shower.
Well, as I said to your dad, you've got to keep up with new inventions, I said. Showers? New inventions?
Yes, well, you see, till today, my mum thought anyone who had a shower had been someone who'd been caught out in the rain, didn't you, mum?
Don't be so saucy. It doesn't suit you like the colour of that lipstick.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Besides, you have to set a precedent for your neighbours, haven't you? Oh. Not that that's very difficult round here. Where are you going to keep this shower, Hilda?
Oh, out in the backyard, and she's going to pay one of them Zulus, aren't you, ma'am, to pour buckets of water over you, like, was it Merle Oberon did that in a film?
Could have been Joan Crawford.
Aye, it could.
I can see it's no good talking to you two. Still, you'll soon change your tune when you see the steam coming out my bathroom window and hear me crooning as the water cascades over me naked form. They could have her for that, couldn't they?
What? They'd quietly do away with her in Batley.
Anyway, here's me order. I'll be in for it at tea time.
I'll call round with it if you like, you know.
Oh, that's kind of you, Tal. Oh, and if there's any complaints from Alan, you have my permission to bash him over the head. Sweet corn. He's not getting any sweet flaming corn, even if it would save me marriage.
About time.
Oh, heck, you still here? Hey, shouldn't you be all making beds or something?
Lot of help you've been.
And how can I help?
Well, you are my dad. Who else can I turn to?
Look, it's not a lecture on the facts of life you're after, is it?
Don't talk daft. Though if you did, it'd be the first I'd ever had from you.
Yeah, well, I didn't think you needed a lecture like that. I thought you'd learned all about facts of life up Co-op doorstep like I did.
I was a girl, remember, not a nasty-minded little boy.
Ah. Well, come on then, Adam. Tell me, what do you want?
Well, what would you do?
What about?
About Norman.
Norman, but he's done now to except start behaving like a normal chap.
But you said he'd got this itch.
I know. For bowls and for pictures.
And drink. What comes next?
Poverty.
I'm talking about women.
Women? Norman? Hey, look, he asked me if you were prone to violence before he asked you to wed him.
I asked him, actually.
Yeah, well, you were courting 6 years.
This goes on. I'm not putting up with it.
Look, you've been married 27 years, haven't you?
29 in August.
Well, I reckon the fella deserves a bit of pleasure after serving a sentence like that, and if he doesn't get it, he might just as well go and jump it cut.
You've never had any time for me, have you, Dad? Not even when I was a child. Think you were disappointed because I wasn't a boy. Like I said, I've nobody else to turn to. And in spite of what you say, I still think Norman's up to something. If he is, I don't know what I'll do. Oh, the shame of it at my age.
Well, you'll think yourself lucky that he hadn't taken up golf.
Oh, it just occurred to me as I was passing, actually. Only Bishop's the man, I said to myself. He'll put us right. That is, if we're going wrong, of course. If only Uncle Albert's word for that.
I'm sorry, can I...
No, I thought that if you could perhaps sit in one of our evening rehearsals and give us the benefit of your very special musical talent, you know, we'd be very grateful, all three of us. Well, especially me, whose house is sort of harbouring the noise, if you know what I mean.
Look, any other time, Ken, I'd have been only too delighted.
Actually, we're not too bad, you know, even though I say it myself. A little bit rusty, particularly Dave and Tim, of course. Well, they haven't nurtured their talent like I've done. I think you should do that, you know, God-given and all that, don't you?
No, Ken.
You know something? The very first time my hands closed round a trumpet, I knew. No.
No, Ken, I'm awfully sorry, but just at the moment I've got so much on my mind, I wouldn't be able to tell a crotchet from a quaver just now.
I see.
I really am sorry.
It's all right. Yeah, no need to apologise.
Oh, don't take it like that.
No, we can't all be virtuoso, can we? Some of us can only dabble, but we do happen to get a lot of pleasure from it, even though we are only amateurs.
Oh, heck.
wrong, Mr. Bishop.
Emily.
According to Madam Mercury, you want to see me.
Madam Mercury?
Your courier. Messenger. Mrs. Turpin.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right.
Here I am, then.
Yes, so you are.
Why do you want to see me?
You know, you're not going to believe this. It's gone right out of my head.
Well, I'll give it exactly 15 seconds to return.
Well, won't you come through for a cup of tea or something?
12 seconds.
Anybody home?
Burglars, but come on in anyway.
Oh, do you know, if I hadn't recognised your dark brown velvet voice, I might have been on the phone to the police by now.
Dark brown velvet voice, have I?
Yes, you don't need me to tell you. Anyway, I bet you practice at it, don't you?
Well, I haven't done that since I grew those 4 hairs on my chest.
Are they curly and all? Is Elsie in?
No, she's not in yet.
Oh, dear. Never mind. I brought the order round like I promised for
Thank
you.
you.
And there's a surprise in it for you.
Surprise for me?
Sweet corn 4 tins.
Sweet corn. Well, what do you know?
What's the joke, or is it private?
Yes, private joke, Elsie and I. Thank you.
Oh, no, it was Elsie that said something about it might save the happy home.
Well, I don't think it's as important as that. At least I hope it isn't. You want paying for this?
No, I'll see Elsie about it.
Good, because every time I pay Elsie's debts, I never get my money back.
Funny, David used to grouse about that and all.
Well, I think it's a general sort of man's complaint.
Very dirty job yours, isn't it?
You know what they say?
Where there's muck, there's money.
Well, it's true.
Yeah. Well,
Not doing badly at it either now.
no? Oh, well, I'm very glad, because you had a lot of trouble before, didn't you?
You know, I seem to remember that you were one of the people who wanted a pound of flesh a few months ago. My flesh.
I know, I'm sorry.
Well, it's all in the past now. You know, walking down to the garage this morning, I found myself whistling in the street.
Was that you? I thought it was a bike with a squeaky saddle passing.
No, seriously, though. The roads are full of motor cars, 10,000 new cars coming on the market every year. Somebody's got to keep them running. It's like a license to print your own money. And that's been said before about something.
So you're one of these grasping garage owners we're always reading about, are you?
I'm one of the honest ones.
I bet.
Don't I look honest?
Then so do I, and I know I'm not. Ta-ra.
Is there any more of this, where it came from?
It's from my own private supply, you know. I'm hooked on that. That and fellas. Ta-ra.
Cheerio.
It was only a white lie, Emily, and a teeny one at that.
Your message implied that you wanted to see me about business. I presumed about this business. But now you tell me you don't want to see me about business. Well, that's not a white lie. It's a whopping great black one.
Oh, no, you're exaggerating.
I see. Another of your moral somersaults. A lie to suit its own purpose isn't a lie.
I've admitted it was a white one.
It's so reminiscent of your attitude to those newspaper cartoons. Never bother that they might offend anyone, so long as Ernest Bishop's interests are being furthered.
Those cartoons were only offensive to highly hypersensitive people like Mrs. Walker.
Oh, so you're an authority on sensitivity now, are you? Well, I'm very sensitive to sunlight. In fact, I'm hypersensitive. So would you expect me to go and sit in the middle of the Sahara Desert? Of course you wouldn't. No more than Mrs. Walker should be
Shut up, Emily!
I will not shut up.
I feel like striking you, really I do.
Strike away. I'm sure you'll be able to conjure up some wonderful excuse for doing it.
Of course I wouldn't strike you, not for the world.
There you go. Contradicting yourself again. You really do have a serious personality problem.
Wait there, just a second, Emily.
I'm going.
No, please, Emily. This is what I wanted you for, Emily. I wanted to give you... Emily!